Rec League podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Podchaser, Breaker, Good Pods, Pocket Casts, and Stitcher at Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, at Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 77, available now. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So, I just watched Hotel Transylvania, Transformania, the fourth installment in Sony Animation's Hotel Transylvania franchise. It stars the voices of Andy Samberg, Selena Gomez, David Spade, Steve Buscemi, Keegan-Michael Key, Fran Drescher, Catherine Hahn, Jim Gaffigan, Brian Hull, Brad Averill. It's directed by Jennifer Kluska, I think, if I'm remembering her name right, and Derek Dryman. Drac has come to a life-changing decision. He has this intention, realizes it might be a mistake. It's overheard that it might be a mistake, and then Johnny tries to fix that mistake. He turns into a monster, the monsters turn human, and then it needs to be fixed. On paper, even the initial trailer, this looked incredibly fun. I remember telling friends when this was scheduled to come out and had a trailer come out last summer, because it was originally scheduled to be cluttered in with like old Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe, and something else that came out that weekend. Maybe those was the only two. But an animated movie that weekend wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world. They didn't need to push this movie back. I was excited. I really enjoy this franchise. I love the first two. I feel when Sony Animation is hitting, they're brilliant. But they have a lot of misfires too. And then the third movie, I remember not really liking the third movie after the theater. Watching it in preparation for this, I liked it more. And this movie, compared to Hotel Transylvania 3, makes Hotel Transylvania 3 look like a masterpiece. It just, you can tell, there's a huge drop-off in writing right off the bat. The first 5 minutes, there's a party scene. I feel like in one of the first two movies, it would have been hilarious. Just straight hysterical. It feels like they're trying too hard to suck you in with something funny that is not at all funny at the very beginning. Brian Hull voicing Dracula sounds nothing like Adam Sandler. There are a couple times where okay, maybe he's close, and then he just starts doing his own thing. I think I heard or read that he voices Drac, or used to voice Drac, on a Hotel Transylvania TV series. And that's what this whole movie feels like. This feels straight to DVD, made for TV. The writing is so unfunny compared to the first three. I'm telling you, 3 had its moments. I don't know how much Genndy Tartakovsky was involved in this one, but you can tell, he's missed. He is missed. His direction is nowhere to be seen. His influence is, the character styles, the animation during the credits. It's there. They kept elements of what he made work in the first 3, especially the first 2. The writing and the dialogue and the jokes just, more times than not, way more times than not, falls completely flat. So I feel like either Sony, dumbass Sony, told Genndy Tartakovsky, we don't want you to direct Hotel Transylvania 4, or maybe he came to them and was like, hey, I just can't do it. I don't have time. This is going on. Whatever the case may be. Which snowballed into Adam Sandler. If he's not, then I'm not. Which snowballed into Kevin James. Well, if he's not or they're not, then I'm not. And the guy voicing Frankenstein's monster, for y'all technicality ass out there. At first, like, I feel like while he's Frankenstein, he sounds like Kevin James. While he's not Frankenstein, he doesn't sound like Kevin James at all. But Steve Buscemi, Keegan-Michael Key, David Spade, they do what they can. Like, I probably got more laughs from them than anybody else in this movie. Denisovich, nowhere to be found. He has a couple scenes. He's underutilized in this movie. Catherine Hahn, Selena Gomez, they do what they can. I didn't laugh at this movie at all. I'm completely let down. Like, after Summer Vacation, I did not think I would like this movie less than Summer Vacation. On paper, like I said, the trailers make the body swap thing hilarious. It's like a genius idea, and everything else just missed the mark. This is the fourth movie in 10 years, and Drac is still having issues accepting Johnny. And that wasn't the case in the second movie. They were cool. That wasn't the case in the third movie, because Johnny's barely in the third movie. But like, I know. I've talked to one of my guys that's watched the movie. In this world, it hasn't been 10 years. The kid it's probably been like Hotel 2, 3, and 4 probably had like their main stories go into, I don't know, these characters' lives within maybe a 2-year span. It's never said. It's a animated quadrilogy. I'm thinking way too much into it. I'm just bummed that I was let down by this movie. There are even parts to me where the animation doesn't look very good. And maybe maybe the changes. When they change, I think there's like what looks like a glitch in the animation. So maybe I'm reaching. We'll say that. But I will say that, with all that being said, in my opinion, Hotel Transylvania, Transformania is almost solid. I was hoping I'd give this a 4. I was hoping to really like this movie. But yeah, like I was the opening 5 minutes took me out of it, and I was never pulled back in. Have you seen Hotel Transylvania, Transformania? What you think about it? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. I recently posted a review for Scream. I've recently posted and reviewed The Tender Bar, The 355, my most anticipated of the year, my Blu-ray collection update. Check it all out. I don't know if I have another review coming. Yeah, I do. I'm gonna watch and review The Tragedy of Macbeth next weekend. And then we'll see. I'm gonna play the rest of January going into February by ear. We recently did a first quarter January, February, March preview on the podcast. The next episode of the podcast is going to be the Scream franchise. So be on the lookout for all of it, man. So like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.